sort of stuff and that. But anyway, I'll take you up the shed here and show you.
Yeah, cool.
A bit about it. This is where he used to build all his cars and stuff.
What happened to the blue one? The one he took to every nationals.
His Tourer.
Yeah.
Crossy's got that. That should be at
That's right. Where it is. Yeah. I knew that. I couldn't think of where it was.
So that should be at the
Nationals.
Yeah,
so he'll keep the tradition going and taking it.
Yeah, we've still got the pickup and the prefab.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, right.
He used to, when he wasn't building cars and stuff like that, he used to have engines and stuff down there. He used to store and that.
It is good.
But this was packed out full of machinery and stuff like that. And most of that's moved out to Morris Wheels. But yeah, there's cars all along in there, and just in that section over there, that was all full of hubcaps and trims, and it took, there was 2 options, it took like nearly a year and a half to sort it all out.
Oh, would be.
Yeah.
I was saying before something about that Tourer that he built. He made pretty much everything for it, right down to even the nuts and bolts he's engraving.
Yeah, it had AM
Yeah.
on it. And,
Did he made some of the nuts and bolts or something like that for it? Yeah, or he made all of them, or so fabricated
the
everything.
very last car he was working on was the 1930 Roadster that had a side valve V12 in it.
Yeah.
And he cast the brake drums out of aluminium himself.
Yeah.
He had a fire going and
Yeah.
cast them himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's he's very smart at what he did.
Yeah.
But the problem was, if something broke, you had to come back to see him to get it made again, or refit it out with something that would fit it.
Yeah. There was no aftermarket. There was nothing that you could just buy off the shelf, was there?
No. And the Roadster, we go to the challenges for. But my mum had a lot of red tape with it. Like she didn't want it on the road because of the brake drums and everything like that.
Yeah.
And they ended up giving it back because she had them tied up with too much red tape.
Yeah.
So anyway, she ended up selling it because Andy hadn't finished it.
Yeah.
And it was just, I had to go to someone that wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I mean, you won't be able to play them yourself.
Yeah, and right down to the chassis and stuff like that. When he'd make a chassis, he'd press it, drill holes in it, and press them all so that they had extra strength in them. Like
dimple dies. The dimples. Yeah. Press the
all the way along
dimples.
it just to give it strength.
Yeah.
I had one. You're saying he's on the side.
Oh my god, there's 2.
What's
In
that?
dog beers, I've only had one.
Yeah.
That's what I say to the missus. I'm just going around the beer. I'm just going around to my mates for a beer, and then I'll come back and I've had 7. I'm like, it's one dog beer.
I remember when we were pulling cars out of here, Andy had that much stuff stacked on top of the engine. We pulled a car out of the first bay there, and we pulled the ball off on the other side and we strengthened it out. And then we went up and put everything back in after taking the car out. We couldn't get everything back in. He had packed in that well.
Oh my god.
We had to stack it on other piles.
So
Right, you can touch things, but you might get dirty. That's it.
oh yeah, they're used to being in
Up
workshops.
This corner up here, this is where he used to have all his side valve engines. There's about 30 of them. We got end up getting rid of them.
All the wheels there.
Oh, that's your beer money.
Oh, is it?
One-offs and repairs that they haven't picked up, or someone's got a quote on it and they didn't come back. Stuff in the pile.
Yeah,
They add up after a while.
definitely. And
About 10, 12 bucks a week. The scrap.
some people might need one because they crack it and you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, well, the guy with the HSC, then he brought one in, and I had one in the chook drum down there so the chooks could stand on it with the water and that. I'd go and pull it out of that and pull it off and sell it to him. That's Andy's billy cart.
Wow, that's a
Only ever
machine.
lost a couple of races in that.
Yeah.
He's got trophies there everywhere.
Has he?
Yeah.
Early Ford Club had races with
Drop spindles.
Billy Cart races.
Drop spindles.
15 by 10 slick on the back with a band around it for the brake, and it's got
Oh, I thought it was missing the rear axle, but it's only running one tyre.
one big tyre in the back there. You've got to pull the steering wheel out to slide into it. It's got a speedo on it.
Far out. Oh, wow.
That'd be good for the billy cart race. Hey, Joey, good girl.
Yeah, the last time we got it out was a belly cart derby up at Aldina, and Andy went down it, and it was a wet day and it was grass, and he hit the first corner and spun around backwards, and he come back up and said, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, can I go? Yeah, right, then you can go. So I went down, the same thing happened to me, but I kept steering and I won the race backwards. And feeling funny saying videos, don't I?
Yeah, right.
Did you get it on video?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Someone else put the video in, I had to sign the form to
Oh, you
say...
won it?
No.
No, I went into funny saying videos.
I had to sign a form to say that I'd let them use the footy. Oh, not my footy.
Yeah, but you.
I was in it, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
That's wicked.
But I think as usual, a baby won it that week or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a big traffic light.
Wow.
Yeah, so the stuff, it sort of started from 1928 here and then went to 1930 and then the 30s into the 40s and the 50s and kept going down. Basically, it was parked up here and It's pretty empty because
Hey? Oh, she's scared of it.
No, it's fine.
a lot more out of the servo they're going to bring in.
Where's the servo at?
Just out of Camden, just down the road here.
Yeah.
That's where Morris Wills is at the moment. If he's interested, I can take you out there for a look if he's want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter. Might as well.
Shop and show
Yeah,
you-
it'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
show you how everything operates there.
Yeah, nah, be good. Yeah.
So that's about this shed, but
Yeah.
you've got another shed over here. Oh, we've got
Not that field, did he?
Yes.
Before he bought it.
Yes. I thought I did that.
Did it?
Far out, eh? Yeah, they're more interested in the chooks.
Yeah, that used to be Andy's trim shop, that one. That's where he used to do all his motor trimming and stuff like that. Before we got into wheels, it was all motor coming out.
Yeah.
Bit of stuff stored in here, it's sort of all over the place. This is where he used to do all his motor trimming and stuff. And then you do anything from salt seats up to stuff to doing vinyl roofs on cars. And we've got a mechanism up there where he used to put the vinyl roofs on cars.
Right.
We've got a couple of spare engines to the two cars. We've got the other shed as well there. Poured white off and yeah, this is the mechanism. He used to lower it down and he'd put the vinyl on the roofs of the cars and he'd make all his own little chrome trims and stuff like that, go all around it. I used to pump 3 out here a day.
Yeah.
In the day, when there's lots of vinyl roofs through a day.
Give Daddy a cuddle.
They used to have a motor and stuff on it where it used to load.
Yeah, lower it down and
And then it went from, vinyl roofs and all that sort of stuff sort of died out.
Yep.
And so they went from that to the mag wheels, and that's where I come into the scene. I got into the wheels with him. So this whole shed was just packed full of aluminium wheels.
Yeah,
There was
yep.
racks and racks and racks. I've got the photos over there, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Both sides. Yeah, you can only just sort of walk down a little gap and
Yep.
get in between. And then, and then that started to die down a little bit, but the wheel
Everything
repairs and
changes, doesn't it?
And we sort of switched over from doing our own up and selling them to doing other people's up.
Yep.
Someone might have a rare set they want done up for their car, and we do it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah. She
Okay.
needs re-roofing though. She's got a few leaks on the edges and bits and pieces.
Oh, she's done a good job. It's done its job, hasn't it?
Yeah. That was 1886.
Oh, yeah. Thought there was a swastika on it. Yeah, it did.
You know, if you look at the VW symbol spinning, it looks like a swastika.
Yeah, I have heard that somewhere. I've had a couple of combis.
Back in the day, in there where that barbecue area is, was all full of his old steel rims.
Yep.
Yeah, things like EH, EJ, all rare things,
Yeah.
and bits and all that sort of stuff.
He must have had some gear in.
Oh, he did.
Heyday.
Yeah. And then right down that far corner there, that's where he had all the old vintage stuff, the old spokey stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And that room there used to be the steel room, used to go right all the way through. So I've turned it into a tool room, and then my son's bedroom, and then there's another foyer sort of area there.
Yeah.
So I've sort of been doing it up a bit, but
Yeah.
a bit slow going. I had a caravan here, I sold it this morning actually. That's where my son was staying while I was doing his room.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
mowed
Freshly
it.
mowed grass.
Yeah, because it grown about this high underneath the caravan. Wherever it used to.
Yep.
The Cooey pub, so they called it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll pick up. You've seen that about some photos, didn't you?
Yep. Yep, for sure.
2008, was that when the last Nationals was down Hobart? Was it? Yeah. Jeez, that's gone quick.
2008.
Yeah, it would have been.
Look at this thing.
Wouldn't it? No, it was later. Would have been 2000.
I don't think it was going anywhere, was it?
No.
Hey? Yeah, you
2004.
played tough as nails.
2004. What's that, an Anglia?
No, it's a Ford Prefect. It's got 2 litre in it.
Is that what the other motor's steel?
Yeah. The big one there, if you go up to the tank, you will charge it. Yeah, Gossamer. The story of this is, we were doing it for a doctor, and having a few progress payments or whatever over a couple of year job or whatever, on and off.
I used to have
And in the end, it's not worth interest. And sat here for
There you go, mate. Don't mind how
Sat here for 5 or 6 years, and
Tony,
then
nice to meet you.
they sent him a letter from the
Adam.
lawyer saying, if you don't either sign it over or pay up, and
Nick,
he signed it
go
over,
away,
so he finished it off for mum, and that was her car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah, she's you call it bus. Yeah.
Manual.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, this, actually, the funny thing is, these used to come out with the little arms and the sides.
Like the Morris's. The indicators.
Yeah. And they come out with a warning not to drive them on a windy day because they had 2 set of wheels on and they blow over.
Oh, really?
Right.
On these?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd still have a bit of weight to them, but
And it
still.
didn't have tail lights and stuff like that. That's why I used to call it the defect, not the prefect.
Yeah.
It's got tail lights and stuff on it now.
That's cool.
There you
I've
go,
got the
so.
battery hooked up. Usually press the button and this will pop on. Might be open. Yeah, it's open. I've got my projector and stuff. Occasionally we'll have a movie night in there.
Oh, there we are? Yeah.
Yeah. Poker night.
Yeah, games nights and stuff like that. The kids like all that stuff. They've got the old skill test around.
Oh, yeah.
One of our mates has got one of those. Kids love it.
Yeah. Cool things up there. And out here used to be, I haven't got out here to do any renovations or anything, but this used to be a sandblasting and painting area. And when you have a look out here, you'll wonder how it's got such a good job. They used to be old sandblaster.
Yeah, right.
And this thing used to run, used to be a Cortina engine where that fridge is there.
Yeah.
And it had an electric motor on the front of it.
Yeah, right.
And the pistons used to pump the air. Which have been rebuilt a few times over the years and stuff like that. So that's when we had the
To
options.
run the blaster.
Yeah, for the blaster, yeah.
That's wicked.
But then we'd go to the beach and get our own sand, and we'd flush it and wash it, and then it would dry on that thing, and then dry it, and then get graded.
Where you used to sandblast.
Yeah, but you know, with silica these days and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably best to use grass carbon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wash it and
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
and then
All old sewing machine stuff. Isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? What he did.
Oh, yeah.
What did he come up with? Didn't buy nothing, build it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the big thing, isn't it?
Sometimes you wonder why he would go to so much trouble to make it
When you can
when
go.
you can go and buy one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've had that conversation with him about
New
why would
people.
you build the engine for the sandblast and stuff when you can actually just go and buy one. But
Yeah, exactly.
he just wanted to show people something different.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what it was all about.
He's certainly done that.
Yeah, and so they used to have lights up in there, and some of them were for running the pumps and stuff, because they used to have water pump here, and there was a big wheelie bin here that used to catch all the sludge, because you had to put a shower up there, because we used to have a car yard next door, and it used to go off and let all the dust out.
Yeah.
There was a big baking oven there, and there was benches and stuff in here, but it did have some wine and stuff. Still rough, and we wondered how we got
all the dust and shit.
Yeah.
Bad, isn't it?
But he never used to wear masks and that. He'd come out of here after painting with black strips under his nose. He likes it. Used to whinge about me asking for safety equipment.
Yeah.
You're right, but not you. How you going, mate? I'm right.
Tony and Heather.
Tony and Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenda's son. Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at it.
Pretty cool, wasn't it?
There's I think this is the one. See them flaps? Down the side on the quarters? That's what I think pops out. Yeah. I think they pop out. It's got tools and stuff in there.
Why would that be there?
Back window.
Margo's lost
Fuel
her
cap, I
ducky
reckon.
Wow.
Yeah, I think she had it when she got out.
One way of keeping people out of your fuel tank.
Where's your ducky gone?
Look at it, like it's just amazing, isn't it? The quality of work and everything, like.
Tell you what, she's not going anywhere. The old tray, she's pretty solid, eh?
Wouldn't be light, would it?
Nah.
No, it isn't. Little lock on it.
Yeah. He must have had a problem with someone siphoning his fuel at one stage, I'd say.
Actually,
And I was sitting right there, yeah.
Really?
I can remember all this. Yep.
Hasn't changed like a hell of a lot then.
I can remember it like yesterday.
Yeah, I'll just explain a few things to these guys. He used to have 2 barrels on tap underneath them cupboards there, made it for Tupperware. And he used to run along the wall and into an old fridge that he had there. He had an old 6-gallon keg in there, and then it'd run out of that to a tap there.
Yeah.
And then he used to sell, to get around not selling beer and having a license and stuff like that, he used to sell these things. They're called beer tickets. I'll give you some to take.
Yeah, cool.
So you just put your money in there. It used to be $10 a ticket, but I reckon it's gone up by now. So you'd buy a ticket for $10, and every beer you had, you'd just cross one off.
Oh,
So you're not buying the beer, you're buying the ticket. You know, so
Yeah, and then you get a free beer.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, right.
And spirits were two crosses.
No mine's ticking over.
Yeah.
Get away with it, do this.
So if
You
you
had
want
it
a few of
sorted.
them to take from the middle.
Yeah, it will. That's good, mate. Yeah. That's cool.
You want a couple of old Andy's beer tickets from the Kiwi pub?
Yeah, I remember the Kiwi pub. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Well, this place, before I lined it out with this pine stuff, it was just all just
Dirty,
bare
thanks.
yuck.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Apart from
love
right
that.
here, that's where he used to have his little barbecue area thing.
Grab them on the thing there.
Yeah.
So because you used to
Take
sell
them
beer,
as well.
but you
I can't-
didn't have a license, you're not allowed to
He
sell
used
beer.
to like mark it off.
Oh, did
but
he?
you-
So you sell beer tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you give him what, $20
That's-
and yeah, and then it crosses off.
Hey, that's the idea we were trying to come up with, mate. You don't need a liquor
you don't
license,
need
just
a
sell a beer.
license.
Beer tickets.
Beer tickets.
Yeah.
How good
You
is
do
that?
in the
How
hut
day?
out back.
Yeah. You see?
So we're staying is
If if we didn't come in here, we wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything
So
happens.
see, we don't need a liquor license.
No.
We just need to get some tickets printed.
How cool that?
Ford white block. I don't know what he bought it out to. But his engine department was upstairs here. There was like 10 engines up there. I had to get them all down.
Oh my god.
And the reason why he put them all up there is because when he's working on something, they're all nosy parkers in here. You get up there, peace and quiet, doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because everyone's in huddle.
Yeah.
Stuff. Or someone might do something while he's halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he used to do that up there, and then that was his old bedroom years ago before he met Mum. Up there, and then there's he had an electrical area and stuff over there. We used to have TVs and radios and stuff up there, and I was going through all these boxes, finding all these reports where he'd been studying it and getting like 98% in his tests and stuff. Like, so he knew a fair bit about TVs and radios and stuff as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch on, man.
But yeah, I remember a story you told me about his beer ticket stuff, because when you buy a beer ticket, you put your money in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had some young bloke come in here, and when he was turning his back and stuff, he thought he was nicking some money out of there.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I've just got to do some sandblasting, right?" So we went out there, and before all that pine up there, there's like tin on the wall, and there's like holes in it everywhere. So he turned the sandblaster on, he's looking through the hole, and he sees this little bugger going in there, and he's getting the money out or whatever. So he come running out. Anyway, he grabs this young fella, and right here where you're standing, actually, he had a big guillotine with a handle on it. He grabs this young bloke and goes, "I'll teach you to steal off me," and just puts his hand under and just lets him go at the last moment. This guy's just like,
At the door.
he goes, "I've never seen him again." That ended that.
That'll teach you.
Some of the stories he used to tell us.
Yeah.
Always knew whether to go and ask him something or not, because he'd start off the day with his arms down, and by the end of the day, when he was pissed off or something was annoying him, his arms would come out. So if he was walking around like this, I'd
Don't
say, "No,
ask
I'm
him."
not going up
Yeah. Shit.
What's in that room? Is that another room?
Yeah, well, that's where it goes out to the toilet and bits and bobs. I won't open the door yet, I haven't finished it off, but that's my son in there.
Yeah, okay.
He's in there on the Xbox, so I won't disturb him.
That's alright.
And then it goes through to
Just his own living room.
Yeah.
Bathroom.
Yeah, that's alright.
16-year-old,
Yeah.
Oh, so them stairs there, they used to drop down.
They come down, yeah, they're on the way.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
A counterweight, of course. Yeah.
And that's the that's what used to be in the fridge.
Oh, right.
Pour beers.
Yeah. Pour the beers out of it.
Did he make his own beer?
Nah, he used to go and buy it. I play around with doing that, mate. Beer and spirits and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Too much work.
Yeah, no, it's easy.
Buy it.
Just go,
Yeah, I know.
isn't it?
Oh. And I was here drunk one night doing it, and I forgot to take the cleaning fluid out of it, and I made a batch of beer that tasted like soap.
Rank.
And the funny thing was, actually, it was one Christmas here, and I had them out in the back fridge, the ones that tasted like soap. I don't just realise that they tasted like soap. Anyway, my brother's kids, you know, 14 or 15, they were nicking them and going and drinking them in the toilet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I said to Scott, I hope they're not crooked tomorrow, because bloody hell.
Yeah.
They're all right.
They're blowing bubbles.
Yeah, so every time we'd have to do it, we'd have to put the alcohol, that sort of alcohol, where we could see it, because
Yeah.
they were, they used to get into all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bit of a weapon. See if I can start it.
Do you get her out much?
Oh, I haven't had it out since the Westbury car show. Oh, a year and a half ago, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I took it to the Westbury car show, went over there nice, and then when I come back, it started missing and carrying on and stuff like that. But I think it just needs new plugs and points. And I checked the points and they're worn down a bit or whatever. But I've done a few short runs with it out to Servo and back and that sort of stuff. But yeah, she needs I need to give her a bit of a
Tidy up.
birthday. But we'll see if she starts up. Might be a bit fumed.
That's alright.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
We haven't had enough beer today,
No.
so it gives us a bit of a kick.
Yeah.
And this was before any of that was done. Anyone had even thought of it. You know? I'm pretty sure he made that too. Really? Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Yeah, us. Taking over.
Yeah. At the moment, it's got a like a throttle and a clutch thing on it, so you can turn it up and down. Turn it right down. You can turn the choke right down too on it. I'll turn it up a little bit because it's cold. Yeah, turn it.
Oh, good either way.
Yeah, that's me brother.
Yeah, how are you, mate?
I've got all the little switches and stuff like that for the tailgate and stuff. I can't get the tipper up at the moment because the actual ram that lifts it up,
This is
the
a
latch is
tipper.
not activating.
Yeah, right.
But the
He used to keep. So this is a tipper. Hey Jeff, wasn't far off, was I? Hey, now did you used to have a compartment on this that used to slide out as well?
yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So this, there's this, and then there's a lever here.
Yeah.
That's fixing right, but you pull the lever, and rather than come down like a ute, you pull this lever. I need to fix something there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it'll swing like a truck when you get the when you tip it up.
Yeah. So you can dump your load out.
And you can have it swing up, you can tip gravel out, or if not, just hit at the bottom and have it swing down.
Before we all choke. But
Yeah, he fucking thought of everything, didn't he?
the filler caps on both sides as well. And you were talking about that compartment.
And he built it as his work here. He didn't use it for any butt work. Yeah, we could go. Had a staff on.
Yeah, he's got dual, so he can pull up inside for the survey.
So you can get in there to get your tools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's one on each side, but if you can't get to it, then you can just pull the seat out anyway.
I heard something about him pulling up at the Nationals one year, and they didn't have enough wood for the campfire. He went out onto the medium strip and fell a tree. This is Shani's father telling me about this. Fell a tree, hooked it up to the back of it, dragged it back into the campsite, cut it up, and they had their firewood for the weekend. I don't know if you heard that story before.
His first gear in this, he reckons, is for pulling stumps out. So that's probably the gear he used.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs a few little things fixing on it, but seals come out of there a bit.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of work doing to it other than Andy built, so he could fix things like he used to build staircases in different places so they fit his stride.
Yeah.
He's pretty tall. He had to kind of measure up to what he did to do stuff. But.
He made them wheels, didn't he?
Yeah, they're off a Tarago.
Yeah.
We cut the centre out of a set of Tarago rims, and then just fitted them into some 15-inch bands, which we do out at Morris Wheels as well.
Yeah.
We'll cut wheels up and slip them into other bands. That's what he's done there. I recently put these junky tyres on because I couldn't get the radials for it.
No.
Yeah, and they don't come.
It goes beefy with
Just make sure I get the kill switch on this, or I'll bloody the back will go flat.
Oh, yeah.
Got a nice little note on it actually. I better put the. Do that because Andy put a bloody clock in it. It just goes tick, 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 and
Just
if
enough
you
to
don't
plug
start it up in a while, it's bleh.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fan belt. All the mirrors on it. How it's all just little things.
Is it like that?
Yeah, that was so practical, isn't it?
Stuff, isn't it?
Got a little potter noise.
Yeah. Put the
While you're driving, you get
Oh yeah, and then
dangerous.
yeah. Oh not. Mum got caught down at Crayfish Creek when she's coming back from the shack. She goes, oh, I ended up with the whole thing in my hand. I had to go down there and
Just screw it back
yeah,
in.
a buggy extra.
You have to try and find it, yeah.
A bit had just kept working back, so I wish I'd got some
Loctite, yeah.
It's come undone since.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just a little bus. We got back wires down too.
Yeah.
Well, the engine one there, it's got the engine electric car goes up and down, so when you're in town, just put it down and you go to the exhaust more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the cars, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we used to have diesel, our Malamute used to sit in the back.
Yeah,
you
take up the
pull
whole-
up with a set of lights and you'd be like, "Roo-roo-roo," and everyone like Malamutes do.
Yeah. He'd take up the whole tray.
Yeah, he did. But you get an excavator in the very end.
Really?
Down at the pet cemetery down at Crayfish Creek.
Yeah, right.
For a big dog though, he's like 16 years old.
Whoa. And only what, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Oh, Ziz. Blame the doctors.
How the dog toys going there?
I think she's just bored shitless. Like, since we left, yes.
Yeah, cool.
She's
Yeah,
done.
there's catfish in there and all sorts of stuff. We've got to clean that tank out actually. It's a good thing. That's called, his name's Parker.
Parker, the Oscar.
Yeah, I named him after Gold Rush because he's got the gold stripes on him.
You know why
He's a cracker, isn't he?
I started off with him in one of those small tanks. He was only this big, and now
Yeah.
he's that big. Yeah.
Shit.
I had
How-
two of them,
how
but
old is he?
chased the other one out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How old is he?
Oh, he'd be about 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
You took all those doggy toys out.
Yep. Make sure you put it back in. Alright.
Yeah, there's a couple of white fluffy dogs around. They've been locked in at the moment because when the gates open, they just run out and go.
Yeah.
No sense.
No road sense.
Right, cool.
Yeah, so when it's ready, you can go out to Morris Wheels if you want and have a look at it.
Yeah, might as well, eh? We'll go out and have a look. Yeah, sounds good. All right, done.
See, the old servo just down the road here. Since Mum's passed on, we shut the servo down.
Yep.
I'm just Morris Wheels out the back. But,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
So, pull out of here, turn left.
down this way, yep.
I'd-
So pull out, go down that way,
Yep.
and go past the veggie shed, and then we're the first servo on your left.
Yep. Okay.
You'll see the houses are all wrapped up in blue tarp. It's
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Park in
Yeah.
the
So,
servo bit.
Yeah, just park in there.
where are we? Right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, is that right? Left out of here. Yeah. And then, because you can't turn right, can you?
Yeah, you can go out here and just.
Out of the lane,
yeah.
mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same way.
Oh, that's
Or
right.
we can follow
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
me.
we'll follow you.
I'll be in the Subaru Forester there.
All right, no worries.
Let's go and get the keys to that.
Yeah, you're right, mate. We'll get packed up.
Come on, I'll show you these first.
Oh yeah.
This is what the workshop used to look like before.
Oh, wow.
Before I've renovated it a bit.
Yeah, cool.
And that's when I took you over into the trim shop. That's what the trim shop used to look like.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you wasn't exaggerating that.
No way.
Yeah, no,
Ah.
Yes, Marco. Sorry?
I wasn't expecting that.
Bowl for the duck.
Duck in bowl. Tyler,
Wow.
bowl, please.
Good, you know, he achieved a lot, didn't he? He went bloody good, and he just, you know, he just to do it all yourself, but then to make the tools to make the stuff, make the machinery to make the stuff, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm about to show you some machinery that he's made.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
From the wheel straightener to the wheel polisher to a lathe with a 4-speed gearbox on it.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Can't take that cover.
Light. It's not a balloon, it's a light. Light.
All right, kids, let's pack it up.
Light. Light.
Roll out.
Leave the ball there, Auntie.
Hanson, let's roll.
Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Ali, get your sweets, let's go.
It's not a bad little tour for like $100 each, is it?
Well, it's good.
Yeah, when you think about it.
And sheep for 200
Yeah, kids are $200 each. I'd pay for it though. I'd pay. It's not $100 for the tour. I'm making that up, but it's completely free. But I'd pay to come and do it.
Can I please have my ginger beer?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Ernie.
Up in Kidlets.
Mum won't let me.
Stop saying mum.
Ginger beer. No. Name another jumper.
Are you shortly?
Now.
Carry on.
Like
Going to be waiting for us.
The man's wet through. I'm gonna.
what's he doing? Getting the dog out. Yeah, that dog, that ball there.
Wind your window up new, please. With the name in front of it.
Where are we going?
You got it for me? It's
Is it
going.
recording already?
Yep.
It's facing me, is that correct?
Yo.
Where are we going?
Meant to face me?
Yep. It doesn't matter. Sorry, Chooks. There we go.
Yep, good.
I'll tell you what, I'd pay for just that tour.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's unreal that he takes the time out.
This is the first time he's ever done it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he only put it on Facebook a couple of days ago and
Oh, so when you were looking it up on maps,
no, I just
you must have looked up Morris Wheels. That's where we're going. That's why we thought it was up here to the left.
I reckon, yeah. Yeah. Said we're fine to park here.
Just beside the Bowsers.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I'll reverse up the door. Because I can get a thumbnail shot.
Okay. Alright, I get you. So that's still recording.
When Nikki come out?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Behave.
Oh, sorry, Cobber. Oh. You come on. Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. I've given them their first go, but now I want to get out some of the little chips and stuff.
So did you design these?
No. They were brought to me. They were really dull looking, like that dull sort of shine.
Yeah.
That if you buy a blower or something like that, it's just got that dull shine about it. There's a bit of a. Back. I've got to get a few of the nicks and stuff out of the back, but they look alright. A few days next week to finish them off.
Yeah.
We used to have like about 10 racks of wheels in there, but we're scaling down a bit. I've got a couple more out there.
Yeah.
We have the DAPs and stuff there. The drip car racers come and bought us out of all that because they wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Drip car racing. Tirana stuff we had in that rack, that all sold out pretty quick because everyone wants stuff for Tiranas.
Yeah.
And then behind that, there's a little bit of Cortina stuff.
Shani's got an LC two-door sitting at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bit of a project though. Big project.
Oh, well, you get that done, it should be worth a few bucks.
Yeah, well that's how it is now, isn't it?
You know how I was talking about the Tarago here on the back of that pickup?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is similar to what we're doing here. Like you get a band, that's a 1510 band, and these revs cut the lips off, machine them down so it's similar to that.
Yep.
And then slip them in the rim. Nice tight fit. We'll probably heat the band up and then send it on home there once the bloke's worked out what his offset wants to be.
Yep.
And then we weld them in the back and they're nice and tight, they won't move. We weld right around.
Yep. So you heat the band up, so it's like a press fit. Gets in there, the band contracts, and then it holds it in, weld it around the back, and yeah, right. So what do they do? You just tack in the stove. You don't get no distortion through it. Like they're pretty good that.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We buy all these.
I guess because of all the ridges on them. Yeah.
Made in America, these things. So
yeah.
And then the main thing about putting the centre in the rim is making sure that it runs true.
Yeah.
So got little things like use it for checking out rims and stuff like that, and it's got needles and that on it, so you can check.
Yeah.
You can check whether it's high or low or whatever, and you're tapping.
Yeah. So it's kind of like putting a dial indicator on it and running it and seeing if it goes up there, and that's what you do. Yeah. Just to know if it's.
So you're tacking on one side.
Yeah.
Where you want it, and then it's getting it running through.
Yep. Just give it a bit of a tap.
Yeah.
Here and there. Yeah.
And we're sort of breaking into the workshop here now. That's our taper seat better. So here's one that I've done. I've changed the stud pattern from Falcon to HQ.
Yep.
And put these seats in it. So I've got
yep. So centres your nut.
Yeah. So basically, that drill press that Andy made there, it's got a gearbox out of a motorbike and all that sort of stuff.
Bloody hell.
You get wheel in there, you get it central, and we only use to be out like 10 or 15th hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the little gauge like I've got on the side of the wheel there.
Yep.
And once we've got it central and lined up with one hole, then say it's HQ stud pattern, it's 120. So we'll set it down here on calipers, the calipers down here. So you set it to half.
Simple as
60, yeah. And then you're lined up on your first hole. And if there's markings all around on this that say you start off with 0 and 360, and then as you're going around, it's got markings on it, like 6, 4, and another 6 or 5. So you probably start on 0, and then you go. Say it's a 5 stud, so you make sure that every one of those 5s line up with that mark there.
Oh,
so once you set up for one hole, you can do all 5, all 4, or all 6, depending on what the stud pattern is. You don't have to reset up for each particular hole, because a lot of fitter and machinists and stuff like that, they'll either have to make a
dividing table, isn't it?
like
they use them.
Some sort of template.
Yeah.
Or they have to set up for every hole.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about that. And this is the taper seat drill bit. Andy actually made that. The 2-piece drill set. So first off, you go down through the hole. That cuts the hole to the right thickness for the bottom of the seat.
Yep.
And then as you come back down on the hole, you've got that other cutting piece there that cuts the taper.
Yep.
And then all you've got to do is make sure you get your depth right and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you're banging in,
Wow. It's
And can you sharpen that? Can you sharpen the?
Yeah. We've made all these different things, for different wheels and stuff like that for spot facing.
So you'd be able to make one to copy that thing if you needed one, or?
Yeah, because we've got enough bits and pieces of that sort of stuff here that I could, Basically, all it is, it's got a grub screw on one side, and then it's like, cutting. You can buy them in different gauges, and I've got tests and stuff like that. Therefore, you just have to grind it down to make it fit.
Yeah.
This is tool fridge, of course.
Tool fridge.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't he make everything so practical?
Yeah.
You'd think.
It does have a light on it, rather than turn the power on.
That's right.
All sizes of drill bits in there. Right?
Yeah, some big buggers in there, isn't there?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I had a couple of people working for me over the years, and a bit of stuff going this way.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll take your good stuff and leave you the broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's about 100 years old, that. But he used to do tail shafts and stuff on this too. Like there's a thing down there with a wheel with 3 points on it. Oh, yeah.
There's a tail shaft in it.
He's actually used a wheel, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Used as a steady.
Slides onto the bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do all sorts of stuff, and then someone would say, well, you get a tail shaft done, and I'd say, well, where do we get it balanced? He goes, you don't need to get it balanced, I fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did a few there a few years back or whatever, and mine needed to be balanced, and I wasn't as good as him. It's hard to get it, you get them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He knew a few secrets that you didn't leave behind.
Yeah.
That's a wheel straight behind you. Straight in the got hydraulic rams, truck dip in it.
Truck dip.
Yeah. So, like you bolt the wheel in. You've got this bottom part here, that's for pulling out flat spots. And the top one there, I can take that bottom one off and then come over the top to pull out the dents in the top. You've got some serious power, and it will actually rip the side out of the rim if you're pulling up too much. Yeah. So basically, we get our crayons and we mark the rim. We're going to mark it. We'll heat her up with some LPG, and then when the rim's hot enough, the crayon changes colour, so you know it's right. So you're not there going, there's that blue.
Yeah, right.
That can happen.
Yeah.
It changes colour, and you know you're there. Back in the day when Andy was first teaching me, we used to use oxyacetylene and we'd soot it, and then once the soot burned off, we knew we were there. But it's way cheaper than this stuff because you're not renting bottles and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's, you've got to pull on these. Use this bit as well. Push these forward and backwards and stuff. Yeah. These bits here that come in and cradle it. All around. when you're trying to work out whether it's spinning right or whatever, this one hasn't been fixed yet, so you'll obviously look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a big wall in it, so I can pull the lid down a bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes things work well, and sometimes there'll be a few swear words before they're fixed. But,
You just change the top over for different stud patterns and that there.
yeah, there's different things I can use. Some wheels and stuff like that, they want a steel seat in them, so I can drop the ball bearings in and they're fairly flat surface, or if they're real deep, we can go to that, or even deeper, that, and then sometimes you might put a bit of iron on there.
How's his wheel stand as well?
Yeah, put a ring in and then stack it up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, stuff you don't even pay attention to.
Yeah, we did have a machining thing in the back there, but I don't use it.
Yeah,
right. And behind you, that's the wheel polisher. It's an automatic transmission. Back in the day when Andy first built it, it doesn't work anymore, but he used to have an oscillating thing in it. So he could stand here with some sandpaper in his hand and go backwards and forwards. He wouldn't have to move. So. But it's in first gear at the moment. What I usually do is I'll take the drum off when I need to fire a wheel or something. To get a bit of gun rush off or something like that. Put it in first gear. Spins fairly slowly. Then I'll ride the wheel and take the gun rush off or whatever. Or if I build up a set of wheels and then the edge keeps playing up.
Yeah.
Or if I've painted them, then I'll need to get that 2 feet good. Yeah. And then second gear and third gear, I'll go up to third gear. That's what I polish in is third gear, basically it's considered a bit over a mile an hour. We'll go through the gears We used to use Caro, now we use diesel. It's still pretty bad though for you. We use gloves and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you go in and rub it. It's quite messy at times.
Oh, would be.
You wonder why you do it when you come with diesel. These wheels here, these are Lamborghini wheels.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they used to.
Lamborghini?
Yeah, they used to be Jason White's from Cargo, but bloke doctor here in Burnie bought them. So I had a big flat spot here. I pulled the flat spot out, and now I'm just going to fix up the lips. And where they're being gutter rushed. I was thinking about just machining them off.
Yeah, well.
So I need to talk to him before I do that. They're expensive wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be replacing them a piece, would you?
This would be paint room down here. It's a little upgrade from Andy's, really.
Yeah. A little upgrade.
Feel a bit dusty and dirty, but
does the job.
Yeah. So yeah, so SS wheels there I'm doing at the moment. Just getting them all prepped up.
Is that just a primer on them?
Yeah. Priming them and just getting all the little dings and dents out of them.
Yeah.
Just getting ready to probably one more rub down I reckon, and then I'll start putting some coats on them. And this oven here...
That's what I was just looking at. It's an oven, yeah, you're baking it on, yeah.
This runs on 2 hot plate stoves for the family on it.
Yeah, right.
It's got all little thermostats here, like thermostat there.
Yeah.
So
they don't melt something.
Yeah, temperature control, basically. I
You're not
did have the build
down
right, my brother tripped over it and broke it. So I got to bend it back into shape and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the... good little thing, though. Andy cooked a turkey out when he first built it years ago. It was just dry shit.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That sounds like something we'd do.
Had to shorten it up to get it in here.
Looks like a pretty simple sort of frame that he's built, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I modified it a little bit.
Yeah.
He had like asbestos and stuff behind here, and I took all that out and put just bats you know, your house bats behind it.
Yeah.
I just use that foil stuff to
Insulate.
insulate it a little bit. I did have a big weight on that string, and that's bloody snapped on me. Big lead weight there.
Oh, yeah, so when you lifted her up, she went up
She's
easy.
a little bit heavier these days.
Yeah.
That used to be Andy's old compressor from out the workshop, and we brought it out here to try and use it, and it pumped more oil than air. Yeah.
Bloody hell,
So
eh?
we took it away, and I bought a new one. Yeah, HQ there, still on balcony.
Wow. So what do you do with this stuff? Is this just...
This is stock. This is
just stock?
This is, personal stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
People might come in and go, I want to buy that set, and I'll give them a plan up and so on or whatever.
Yeah.
We used to have a lot more. This is like just... I'm thinking about just doing them up and putting them in the shed, just for...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hard to get any of
make
it
a couple
now.
that someone really wants and don't ever sell them. Just tease them with them when you're having a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, next time you come with something. Cool. Mark those Spitfires there. Carry stuff, scare the girls off.
Oh, it's the kids. Getting over it.
Bloody kids.
So people will just come in, an HQ or something.
Tough. Yeah, no. Andy will run this one. He said you had 3. 25 years later, but that is happening. Some fun real. Just some go in and out of fish. Some ugly looking ones here, and there's some good ones here.
These never go out of fashion. There's that's what Anson out there. That's his name. You know the young fella, or young bloke. That's his name, Anson.
Anson. Yeah, they're pretty sought after Ansons.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a few different people made the old, so-called jelly beans. You know, you got Cheviot and Anson's made their version of it.
Yeah.
And
there are 2 or 3 wheels that are very similar.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's on my HQ. They look like a jelly bean, but they're not. But then they might
And the US races, isn't it? US races and Ansons. All it is the curve at the bottom instead of being stepped.
And Westerns.
Yeah.
What are those?
US Indies and stuff like that. Oh, well, that'd just be, I don't know, that'd probably be a performance or a bloody, they look like one of the older ones.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be Ansons or anything.
No.
They're, that's the problem with a lot of them. Some of them will look so similar, but they'll be different in the centre. The centre will be deeper or wider.
You've got a difference in the lip.
Yeah, difference in the lips and the steps and all that sort of
I can't even tell after time between Ansons and US races. I know there's a different. I know the difference between the 2 of them, but when I'm standing in front of them, I can't remember
which one's
No,
which.
I can't remember which one
the good
goes
ones,
where.
Ansons and the Westerns and stuff like that, we generally have them written in the back.
Yeah.
Unless it's an aftermarket knockoff, and then they don't.
Yeah.
So you got your Mark II Spitfires here, the deeper ones, and then you got your Mark I's, the shallower ones. Yeah.
And they got 6 holes, don't they?
Yeah.
6, and then your Ansons and US Indies and your Westerns, they've got 5.
Yeah.
5 holes. And for some reason, heaps of people don't like Spitfires and you can get a set of Spitfires. They look same dish and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like,
because they're more common.
yeah, and it's just, to me, like near the same. But you do see it. You can tell the difference. I'm the same. I'd rather have a set of Ansons or something.
Yeah, we've had a few of them over the years, and you'd be surprised how many people slot them out. Some of them do that, you know, like they follow that sort of stuff, so they pick mouldy sort of stuff pattern, but it's super dangerous for the car because you're not locating
Lugs perfectly. Yeah.
Let me see what so I've got the SSV rims and the car with VZ. So they will color out with this, so they fit their rim. VZ rims are different.
Yeah, they've got the book in there. I think
It doesn't sound a lot, but it's enough to throw it out.
Yeah. I got a book in there anyway that says all that stuff. I know that there was a difference between stuff, and there was a lot of people who were jamming on.
Yeah.
You could get them on with our tight.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
What'd you say? What was the PE?
Yeah.
It's probably only going to have the newest, the older stuff in it. Look at these grooves, one, yeah.
See this. How cool are them things? Instead of Steelies. What?
Which one?
No, it's just like a set of Steelies. It's weird something about that. The holes in them.
They're alloy ones. Andy made them.
Yeah.
Pressed them out and made them.
I say Steelies because they look like Steelies, but they're aluminium.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Check these ones out. These were made for Formula Ford racing.
Yeah, like that is.
They're Formula Ford racing ones. Look all the way to the ones.
You wouldn't want to go getting gutters with that alloy though, would you?
Don't want to.
Yeah. So what he did is he pressed out the first half, pressed out the second half, made dies to press them out, because we used to have a really big press, and then pressed out the centre as well, and then... Oh no, what did he do there? No, he pressed it out there as one bit, and then pressed it out on the other bit, and then drilled them out. And then welded them there, yeah. Anyway,
what would these be for?
Formula Ford racing.
Yeah.
I was down in Hobart when he was doing this, because I went away for a while.
Yeah.
But he sold quite a few sets. He sold probably half the people racing that bought them off him. And then after a season, because they were doing so well because of the less loads, they come at them, the people racing them and stuff, and said, "Have these been crash tested and all this sort of stuff?" And you know, without
making it
regulations and stuff, they just all started to he made a packet out of them, no? And then one bloke brought a set back and said, "Oh, I've had them sitting in your shed for ages, so you want them back?" Yeah. Didn't get any money for them.
Really? Give them to you?
Yeah. And that's no, we just had it stopped. But he used to do stuff like that, you know, probably buy something.
Good dish on them.
They're my mistake.
I like that.
Andy would laugh at me actually.
They're your mistake, did you say?
Yeah, I made a mistake with it. What? The guy wanted them white and 2 inches on the front lip. Yeah, and probably no, you can't do that. But I did, and didn't know what. Fucking tire on.
Oh, really?
2 inches away from the wheel well, you see. So if you go in further than an inch away from where it originally hits cars, you'd struggle to get tire. And I didn't believe him. I went to the tyre place and watched him that and get one on. Went to another tyre place and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll get it on." And no,
That's the attitude.
yeah, no, I couldn't get it on. And no, he's such a soft tyres too. Like,
Yeah.
so what else is for? So these two are marked. I'm making a cable set. You can see the two joining cable stings.
Yeah. But they look good.
Yeah. That pissed me off a bit. There was a bit of work involved.
Yeah, it looks like. Bloody hell. What the frig's this off? What's the deal with this?
That's a DC-9 aeroplane wheel.
Yeah, shit.
There's another one over there. I was going to make up a buggy thing to put out front of the engine, so I was going to them two wheels and then some mag wheels at the front and a pipe and that steering wheel thing in the front with the seat and stuff so kids could get on and up around.
Yeah.
And let's have a go around it yet. So painting on it. They're rated for 550 tonne, those cars.
550 tonne.
Yeah. It's written on there somewhere.
Shit.
It was on a used to cart around drill rods for a drill rig thing. After I finished up the airplane. Yeah, if you see any axles on the back of them, it's amazing.
Whoa, solid.
Whoa.
Fucking knock me out. Oh, shit. Yeah.
So anyway, I didn't realise I was fitting so well when I went to go buy it. And I thought
Did you take the prefect with you?
No, I had a Rodeo Ute.
Fuck.
I got there and I went, holy hell. Because I thought I only did that big and I was going to make up a couch for them at big side.
Yeah.
Anyway, he took me in and put him on the back of the ute. The ute's sitting up like this. Used a little crane to put him on my ute. We had to roll him off the
Cab.
Yeah. And so Mum said, well, what'd you buy them for? And I said, well, I don't have any, so I've got some now.
Fucking round.
A bit of waiting.
Some bloke might come in one day and want a set of custom plane wheels. You never know.
The old sandblaster, I made that out of 44s. This is the old, vacuum pickup thing with the compressor.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get a 3-phase compressor to keep up with the air. That's 190 litres a minute, and that keeps up with this. Like,
yeah, right.
This is only basic sort of.
Yeah.
Because doing aluminium and stuff like that.
140 litres a minute for air delivery.
Well, some of these industrial ones, though.
Yeah.
But I only want to. I'm on aluminium, so you've got to go gentle on it because if you sandblast here too coarsely, that's more work for you down the track when you're trying to polish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just out the door there. It looks like it's locked. Yeah. It looks like it's locked, but it's not. Yeah, that's a compressor there.
Yeah.
Old Captain Morgan, old saw thing there.
Oh, yeah. So, Glenda's your mum?
Yeah.
And Andy was your stepdad? Yeah. And you're keeping it alive all right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Got me a bit, so, you pick up things like that, you might as well roll with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You were in cars your whole life?
No, not really. I never really got in. I used to go to the rod runs and stuff with him or whatever, but because I was his stepson and stuff like that, I always had this fear of getting involved in building cars or whatever because there's a lot of knockers out there, you know, like being his stepson over here, giving me shit all the time about everything I was doing. So I just didn't get into it, but
Yeah.
you know, I enjoyed it and stuff like that. But
Because I think. Yeah, you keep going, sorry.
Yeah, I just felt that I'd pop a bit of shit if I started, like, you know, especially holding to his light.
Yeah.
I'm only wearing one of his hats, and that's the wheel hat. He had many, and he was bringing with everything, but yeah.
I'm going to go down there for what?
I didn't want to build a car so people can laugh at me.
No, well, that's the thing that stops most people, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you think about everyone, the knockers and all the rest of it.
Especially, you know, being so
close to,
Tomorrow.
Show and shine's tomorrow, yeah. As far as, you know, they'd cruising last night, and then, show and shine tomorrow, and that's it, and back home.
I reckon Danny Roberts' car will go alright tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Candiac red A model with the aluminium chassis. Yeah, aluminium chassis. It's all polished, you can't miss it,
You going down and have a look?
Oh, probably not. I've got stuff going on tomorrow.
No doubt there'll be photos on Facebook and shit if you've got
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. I've been to my fair share of car shows and bits and pieces like that.
We originally had accommodation at Shearwater, but I sold it on and someone private bought it, so.
Oh, okay,
And they didn't think to tell us until like about a few weeks before.
That and fish out there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're running around everywhere trying to get something. It was a wicked spot too, on the beach.
Right on the beach.
Someone would pay a bit more, I reckon, instead of...
Yeah, probably.
Well, look, we know, doesn't matter, we're here now. Dad's cousin used to have the Olsen caravan park.
Oh, okay.
Taylor's. Me and Taylor, his name is.
I remember going there years ago. Beat a whole Volvo. And we just drove in there at like 2 o'clock in the morning and just drove around slowly, and this bloke came out pulling his pants up going, "What's your caper?" And he banged us on the boot as we were driving out. Might have been your dad.
Might be your dad.
It's funny actually. Now they've got a gate there.
Yeah, right.
Only like a few years ago, so it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, well, what? I'm 47, so back in his teenage days, we were going back a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good up the coast though.
It's beautiful up here. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it must blow in here though. On a bad day.
Used to hate working in the winter.
Oh.
So why am I doing this? But we can get some good days here too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it makes it worthwhile.
Do it here. They might run a bulldozer through here. And...
Well, they might, mightn't they? That's the way everything goes now. They don't muck around too much, do they?
There's a big
right through.
Yeah. Back when the guy, I know the owner's son, that first built it back in the 50s, he built it out here, and they said, "Why would you ever build it out here? Because there's nothing out here. Then like only just in Somerset or whatever."
Yeah.
And now it's probably 20,000 cars go past every day.
Yeah, booming.
Thanks for showing us
No worries, guys.
Awesome. Now.
All right, mate.
Oh, thanks a lot, Copper. That's awesome. Thanks so much for your time, mate.
Thank you. That's all right.
Thanks. It's good that you took the time to bloody show us around, mate. It's great.
Man, the third lot now that I've showed around.
Yeah, it's good. Really. So now it's
seen it and done it.
Yeah, it's good that we actually got a chance to do it, especially if it's going to be sold.
A lot
or
of
whatever.
them haven't seen what I've done in there recently. But
No.
But once you've been there, or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. No,
right,
cool.
Shut this place down and go home. We'll take...
Yeah, mate. We'll get on our way. Thanks a lot, mate. Yeah, we'll do.
The outside down on the roof.
I know, yeah, I looked at it when I first come in.
I'm going to get my back up there, yeah?
I know, that's what I was going to say. You have to get it off for itself.
Put it up there with the crane, so I might get one to get it there.
Yeah. Alright, see you, mate.